Well, there's a new brownie troop in California, and these girls aren't selling cookies or learning to sew. They call themselves the Radical Brownies, and here's what they're being taught.
Brownies! We stand for justice! We are here for to make things right!
So are there troop leaders indoctrinating these 8 and 11-year-old girls? Here to weigh in is Crystal Wright, editor of the blog Conservative Black Chick. She joins us now. Good morning to you, Crystal. What are your thoughts here?
Elizabeth, I wish I could say I was surprised, but this is really the ignorance of Ferguson, the big Ferguson lie, now being brainwashed into little 8 and 10-year-old girls. So I'm not surprised because you have at the very top of the leadership on our country, from President Obama to Attorney General Eric Holder on down, saying that white police officers are out hunting down young black men, when we know the opposite is true. Black men are killing and being killed by each other. It's sad.
Well, so, when I initially heard this, Crystal, I thought, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. The mission seems to be empowering young women of color to speak with boldness. But then I watched this, and I want you to watch it here, and it made me question what they're being taught and whether or not they're being taught the facts of this case that they're talking about.
Right.
White policemen are killing black young folks, such as women, men, and children.
Like Brown, he was shot because he didn't do nothing. Only the police officers shot him because of his skin color.
Michael Brown was shot because he didn't do anything. Is not what the case unraveled. It's not what was proven.
Well,
so how irresponsible is it of the leaders of this troop to be teaching these young girls, really indoctrinating their thought?
Well, I think it's really irresponsible. As I said before, Elizabeth, these are moms who are basically telling young minds a lie. And we know that Michael Brown very much had a lot to do with his tragic demise and his death, really. The same thing with Trayvon Martin. And I just think it's irresponsible for adults to teach a lie to these young girls. And I would rather see them, really learn about the facts of violent crime in America and really what is killing little black boys, or young black men. I mean, that's what the sad part about this is. And like you said, wouldn't it be better for them to join a brownie troop and learn leadership skills, learn friendship skills, learn how to sew maybe, survival skills? That would be, to me, more useful than raising little racists. That's what this is. You have adults raising little racists, and I think it's sad.
Well, and to your point, I think a lot of people feel as though they're great leaders in the black community that they could be focusing on here, too, as well. The Radical Brownies mission statement says this: the Radical Brownies empower young girls of color so that they can step into their collective power, brilliance, and leadership in order to make the world a more radical place. Your thoughts on that statement?
Well, why does the world need to be more radical? I thought the whole point of the Black Lives Matter campaign, if you really want to get back to the root of the matter, is to reduce violence in the black community, right? So why would you raise little girls to be radical? I thought the whole movement is really about peace, right? Bringing harmony, racial harmony. So, and what really bothers me about the group is that they're founded on the premise of the Black Panther Party. And the Black Panther Party, while it did some good things for black Americans in the 60s, it was about revolutionary war. It was about crime, armed, violent protests. So it's sad.
Yeah, it does seem sad. It's such a young, impressionable age. So, Crystal Wright, we thank you for your time and insight on this.
Yeah, thanks, Elizabeth.
Always.